So hi guys, welcome to episode 14 of the Panathinaikos Save, and in today's episode we've got two games for you. The first one being in the Europa Cup. It's a must-win game. It's the final game of the group stage, and a draw will be enough to see us qualify for the knockout stages. Then after that game, we've got a game against Doxa Dramas, most recently played with by Fox in the Box. If you haven't done so, please make sure you check him out. Absolute legend of a guy. And they're the games that we've got for you today, and I'm quickly going to run through how we performed since the last game. So we're still unbeaten since September. Obviously, the last game that we played was a 1-1 draw with Malmo. We also beat Xanthi 2-0 in the league. Since then, we played Levidiakos. We beat them 3-0. I'm quickly going to run through these games for you. So, Baxi Venidos was sent off in the 71st minute, but by then we were already 2-0 up. In that game, Corbelis got himself a hat-trick. Look at this. 3 goals from Dimitri Corbelis, our defensive midfielder. Fantastic performance. Great game overall. And we could have won it by more, to be honest. Then we played Ari away from home. We beat them 2-1. And a goal from Christos Albanis, his first of the season, and Macheda was enough. Despite a late goal by Nezlidis, we managed to win that one 2-1. We then had Atletico Bilbao. Now, this game we were expected to lose. Obviously, we lost the first game against these in the group 4-0. Oscar DeMarcos scoring himself a hat-trick. And he also got on the score sheet today. He gave Atletico a 1-0 lead. But we managed to pull it back, and we got a fantastic result. And substitute Athanasakopoulos, he came on and scored the winner, and we won 2-1. I just want to quickly show you that goal as well, if it lets me. So this is the goal. Leandro Spadaccio winning the ball back, bringing it forward, played it to Sandaris, who then found Athanasakopoulos, and what a strike, top corner. That was enough to win us the game, and as you can see, they absolutely dominated the game. 16 shots they had, but only 36% possession. We done enough, 6 shots, 3 on target, we scored 2 of them. That is how to win a football match. Now, since that game, we also had Olympiakos away from home. Athanasakopoulos getting himself another goal. Sandaris and Tasso also getting on the score sheet for a fantastic 3-0 win. And then we drew 2-2 with Paz Giana. A 91st minute equaliser we conceded. We scored 2 in the space of a minute practically, either side of the half-time. And then we beat Larissa 1-0 at home. They had a player sent off, but Bazookas done enough to get us to 3 points there. But today we've obviously got the league game against Doxa Dramas. They are 9th in the league, so we should be able to win that one, even though it's away from home. But the big one is this game against Braga. We need to get at least 1 point to qualify to the knockout stages. So I'm making one change from the previous game. Kolovetsios gets back into the side. Baxivanos is not fully fit, so he has been left out to rest today. Kolovetsios coming in, and Pantelakis has come on the bench as well. There we go, there he is. And our lineup is Diodis in goal, Delay at right back, Kolo, Mavro in the centre, Okonomu is left back. We've got Corbelis, Sandaris as the defensive midfielders, and then up front we've got Bazookas, Leandro, Tasso and Macheda. For Braga, let's see if we recognise any of these players. We've got Chao, Seko in goal, Leon, Lukic, Anicic and Pimentel in defence, Fran Sergio and Rafael in midfield, and then got Eric, Eduardo, Murillo and Diogo, what's his face, Souza up front. Now Murillo, is that the guy that we sold them? I don't think it is, no. So it's a different Murillo. So they're the lineups. I don't really know anyone from the Braga side, but it's going to be a tough game. Obviously we are away from home. Hopefully we can get, all we need is a draw. So you come into this one in good form whilst your opponents do not. Do you perhaps fear complacency? Let's not be so negative. I think my players know what to do. Hopefully we can get a victory today. At least, the least we want is a draw. So we start off the game, well, Braga start off the game, sorry, passing the ball around well. And despite going for a positive mentality in this game, we still are pretty defensive. Obviously, we've got the back 4 and then the 2 defensive mid. Bazookas with a free kick. What's it in? Kolo with an early chance. 5 minutes in and he's headed the ball over the bar. And Panathinaikos going close here. And it's been a very, very close game so far. There's only been that one chance by Kolo. Delay on the ball now, looking for Bazookas. He finds him. Tassel cuts inside, looking for Sandaris. Likes to shoot from distance, but he's going to pass it to Spadaccio. He whips the ball in, and the goalkeeper's missed it. Tassel tucks the ball away. It's 1-0 to Panathinaikos. And surely that goal will see them through to the knockout stages of the Europa League. But it's still only 10 minutes into the game. Anything can happen. Braga need 2 goals in this game now to qualify. Otherwise, they are out of Europe completely. And that's a great start for Panathinaikos there. Tassel, with an easy chance, you can say, he tucked the ball away. He had an open goal. It was all from Spadaccio's cross. The keeper had no chance of getting it. I don't know why he came for it, but it was a good save. Now, Eric on the ball now. Eduardo cuts it back to Eric. Eric, he cuts inside, and Kolo hacks the ball clear. Okonomu finds Spadaccio, back to Okonomu. He's lost the ball, but he's won it back. Spadaccio now. What can he do with it? Can he put another cross? No, Okonomu picks it up. Sandaris to Bazookas. Can he shoot? No. He lets Tassel have the ball, and the keeper makes a save. Chow has turned it behind for a corner. And 37 minutes on the clock. It's 1-0 still to Panathinaikos, but they've gone close. Ooh, thought there was a chance there, but that was wasted from the corner. And Panathinaikos have been the better side in this first half. Bazookas on the ball now. Sandaris in the centre of the field. Looks to switch play to Spadaccio. Finds him with a beautiful curling ball. Spadaccio whips it in. Macheda, so close. Hit it straight at the keeper though, and it's still only 1-0. What a chance for Macheda there. He's already scored 11 goals so far this season, so you would have expected him to tuck that one away, but unfortunately, he couldn't find his way past the goalkeeper. And it looks like the half-time whistle's going to go, but not before this free kick. Bazookas! What a strike by Giannis Bazookas! Top corner. Panathinaikos lead 2-0. And surely they have qualified now. What a finish. Let's have another look at this. Bazookas curling it. And Chow, well, he should have done better. He didn't. He dived, but he didn't really move. He just jumped in midair. And that's 2-0 at half-time. Great performance so far. 6 shots, 5 on target, 2 in. 56% possession. We do need to do better with our finishing, but as you can see, Bilbao, despite going 1-0 down after 6 minutes, scored 2 in 4 minutes. But after that, San Jose, the first goal scorer, was sent off. So Atletico Bilbao have 10 men. So hopefully, Malmo can get an equaliser there. If Malmo do equalise, then they still finish top, I believe, because they've got a goal difference of +12, and we've got a goal difference of +1. So, yeah. But let's see. Let's have a quick look as well. If we do finish second, who could we potentially face? So, you've got Tottenham in Group A. They're finishing top of theirs. Seville, Villarreal, Ajax, Man City, Lazio, Spartak Moscow, Milan, Werder Bremen, CSKA, Freiburg, and if we come top, Lyon, Salzburg, Krasnodar, Rons, Roma, Sparta Prague, Celtic, Austria Vienna, Leipzig, Everton, oh, sorry, bless me, Rangers. So, as you can see, there's a lot of tougher teams in the scenario where we finish second. So, hopefully something can happen over there. Hopefully Malmo can get 2 goals back. Keep it going. There we go. Hopefully Malmo can get 2 goals back and win the game 3-2 against 10 men Bilbao, which will mean we qualify in top spot. Braga look like they're not going to cause an upset here today, but the ball's whipped in and the ball's headed wide. It did look like it went into the back of the net there, but it didn't. And yeah, we lead 2-0 still. I might even switch it down to balanced or cautious because we don't really need to do anything. And I'm even going to make a sub. Pantelakis can come back in. Despite the defenders playing well, to be fair, I'm going to bring him on for Kolo. Macheda's not been performing very well, so I'm going to bring on Virgo for him. And we'll leave it at that for now and see what happens. So Virgo, I think we're going to have to look at getting another striker in because he's not really doing the business. I don't know if we've got anyone in the youth team that can step up. but Virgo is not. He's not really doing anything. We've got Kebetsis who's out on loan. It's only a short-term loan, I believe, so hopefully it will be back. But an update from Spain. Bilbo Baggins, whatever you want to call them, they lead 4-2 against Malmo. And we're finishing second in the group. But still, we've qualified. That's the most important thing. Obviously, that's what we wanted. That's what we've achieved. And we should get some decent money for qualifying as well. Braga with a chance there, but it's hacked clear. Pimentel. Oh, and Diotis with a good save. He had to be on red alert. But the chance was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. And the final whistle's gone. We have won 2-0. We are qualifying. Just a quick update. As you can see, 4-2 win for Bilbao means they finish in first place, 2 points ahead of us. However, we have qualified, and it'll be interesting to see who we get in the next round. Now, big news coming out today. We have been offered a job by Scott fucking Duxbury, the chairman of Watford. Watford chairman Scott Duxbury has invited you to attend an interview with Watford's board as they wish to discuss with you the possibility of becoming their new manager. The interview will give you the opportunity to view Watford's proposed vision and allow you to put forward alterations for the Watford board to consider. The board wish to make clear that they reserve the right to adjust the transfer and wage budget in the future and without prior consultation. Now, should I go for this interview? Hell no, motherfucker. I'm great, bitch. I'm not going anywhere, thank you very much. I'm declining that interview and I'm carrying on. Hopefully we can see soon where we're going to be in the cup. So I was hoping that I'll be able to show you the Europa Cup draw, but it's not actually been yet, so we're going to go straight into this game. Fingers crossed we can show it to you by the end of the episode, but if it's not anytime soon, then I won't be able to. But going into this game, we've had to make a couple of changes. Obviously, it's only a few days after the game against Braga. So I've brought in Albanis and Athanasakopoulos for Bazukis and Spedaccio. And I brought in Christian Donis because of a suspension to Sandaris. I'm going to bring on Pantelikis as well of Mavromantis. Both him and Kolo have got a good partnership anyway. I want to rest Macheda. Virgo's not fully fit, and I've not got any other players that I can put up there, apart from Spedaccio, but we'll see what happens. And we're looking quite light in midfield with Sandaris suspended. Alex is not fully fit, so we might have to look at our reserves or our youth team, potentially get a midfielder there. I did try bringing in a youth player into the first team to go up front, but it won't let me play him, so he's inevitable. So we're just going to have to see if we can cope with this. Maybe in January we can make some changes, or maybe we'll have to obviously do the squad registration and put him in. But I thought under 21 players would have been able to play straight away. But that is our lineup for today's game. Hopefully we can get a victory. I forgot to show you the league, didn't I? Won't let me show you from here. Let's have a quick look at the update. So as you can see in the league, we are currently second. We're 3 points ahead of Pauk, but they've got a game in hand. However, we are 4 points ahead of Tripoli, and we've got a game in hand on them. AEK Athens, they are 11 points ahead of us. We've got 2 games in hand, so we could close that down to 5. They've got a massive goal difference, though. They've scored 38 goals so far. We've only scored 18, so scoring is something that we've struggled with. We've only lost the one game. That was the opening game against Olympiacos. We've drawn for 1-8, so we've had a pretty good season so far, but we just need to close this gap with AEK. And I'll let my assistant take the team talk. Hopefully we can get a good result today. It is an away game, but it's one that I feel very confident in, especially after beating Braga. Albanis on the ball now, but he wastes the opportunity, and the ball's gone off for a goal kick. And yeah, it's gonna be a tight game, despite them sitting in 9th place. I feel it's gonna be a tight game. Albanis with a free kick from the edge of the box there, but he puts the ball over, and I think we're in like mid-December at the moment, so the January transfer window is coming up. So I will have a look. But obviously, like I said this season, I don't really want to get anyone in that's not Greek. However, I have been considering, because obviously we've got Spadaccio's Brazilian in the team. He's obviously developing very nicely. He's going to be a very, very good player. We should be able to make quite a lot of money off of him. So I'm thinking potentially of just having 2 or 3 non-Greek players in the side that we can sell every time they get up to their, either every season or after a couple of years, that we can sell them, develop them, sell them, and that way we can start earning some money for the club as well. But the game's been really boring, this one, hasn't it? Yeah, still in the highlights is fine. Donis Corbelis on the ball. He looks to bring the ball forward, and he looks for Tassel on the right hand side. He cuts in, plays in Albanis, and Clementia, he makes the save. And we've started to create a couple of more chances towards the end of this half. Doxa have not done anything in this game at all. Delay with a throw on now. Kolo brings it forward. Kolo has a shot. Kolo Vetsios with his 2nd goal of the season. Who would have thought? And he had all the time in the world to collect that ball, run into the box, unattended, run past the defender without a tackle, and tuck the ball away. It was a good finish for the central defender. And surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, we're winning, but I don't know how he managed to score. And he's probably got another chance here. Kolo Vetsios. This time he passes to Corbelis, and his shot is saved by Chlamydia. Goalkeeper looks to bring it out. Hits the ball long, but it's straight to Tassel. Tassel brings it forward to Okonomo. He hits it long for Macheda. Macheda's tackled by Athanas Akopoulos, brings it forward, looking for Albanis, who flicks it on. And, oh, the defender puts in a good tackle there. And he denies Panathinaikos from grabbing a 2nd goal towards the end of the 2nd half, which they have fully deserved. They have dominated. They dominated the start of the first half, to be fair, but they couldn't really create anything going forward. But now we've picked up an injury, and Bazukis is going to have to play in centre midfield, I think, as a deep line playmaker. Not his natural position, but I might have to. We'll see what happens. Oh, Doxa at the end of the half, nearly having a chance there. Another chance for Doxa. We're only supposed to have 1 minute of injury time. We've had 5 minutes of injury time. The whistle has finally gone, and Doxa coming back in the at the end of the 2nd half there. But I'm going to have to switch things around. This is not my main tactic. And I'm going to have to go for a 4-1-4-1 formation here. Let's see what can happen. Encourage the team. Yes, we will. And Heron on the ball now. It's a risky move by myself to put 4 players behind the striker, but it is a game that we should be winning anyway. And we'll monitor the situation and see how we do. Goal kick from Doxa. It's flicked on, but Delay collects the ball. Finds Pantelikis. Back to Diodis. And they're just slowing the game down now, Panathinaikos. They don't really need to go forward. But a long ball over top. Looking for Machado, who's been in poor form. Whips the ball in. Tassel scores. And Panathinaikos lead 2-0. It's a good goal. Good assist by Machado. It could have gone greedy. Gone all the way himself. But what a long... I can't speak. What a long ball by Pantelikis there. Machado collected it. Crossed it in. And again, the poor defending. This time by Saramatas. Tassel grabbing the header. It's the 5th goal of the season. We lead 2-0. Another 2-0 victory on the cards today. And 20 minutes left to go. Looking at the match stats, Doxa have had 3 shots. All of them came in injury time in the first half. Panathinaikos have had 18. They've hit the target 8 times. And they've got possession of 58% in this game. Now it'll be interesting to see how many clear-cut chances have been created. Because it doesn't seem there have been that many. No clear-cut chances created at all. Pantelikis picks up the ball, hits it long for Bazukis. He tried to flick it in, but he he manages to win it back, and Albanis with his third of the season. Christos Albanis, the ball was with him. Bazoukas, I don't know what he was doing on the right. He lost the ball. He then ended up winning the ball back. That was a poor header there. Picked up the ball again, and then just whipped the ball in the box. Albanis jumped up and headed it into the bottom corner. A great goal by him. Panathinaikos lead 3-0. That's 5 goals so far in these 2 games without reply. We're on the ball again. Tassel looking for Donis. Athanasakopoulos finds Albanis. His shot's deflected. Donis with a shot, and it's just gone wide. Could have been 4-0. And what a result that would have been. Chlamydia with a goal kick. Hits the ball long. It's headed down by Kolo, but Marias picks up the ball. Marias now cuts inside. Loses it, but wins it back. Marias to Piera. Marias to Piera again. Hits the post. Defender hacks it clear. And Panathinaikos want to keep this clean sheet. That'll be 2 clean sheets in a row. Neto with a free kick. It's gone over the bar. 4 minutes of added time. Maybe he'll only add 1 this time. I don't know, but 4 minutes. It looks like the game is over. Last chance here. Delay on the ball. Hits the ball long. Doxa win the ball back. Marias, and the whistle's blown. We've won 3-0. Fantastic result. Good performance by the boys. Look at these. 8.5, 8.2, 8.1, 8.7 for Albanis. Fantastic performance. Assist for Delay. An assist for Bazoukas. And an assist for Macheda. Any other one? No, that was it. Okay, well, I am very happy with that. I'll be calm. Well done, lads. It was a good win. And then Albanis, I'm going to be very passionate. Very happy with your performance. There we go. Always like to single out one player in that game. Oh, no. Big injuries coming out. Papanegelis, our chief doctor, has reported that Corbelis is now out for 3 to 4 months. Injured making a tackle, and that is a massive, massive blow for us. This is one of the reasons why I like to single out players. Look at this. Albanis delight at manager back in. So Albanis has expressed his delight at being singled out. That's what I've done. I singled him out by manager Daniel Fry for praise during Panathinaikos' convincing 3-0 victory over Doxa Dramas. The inside forward revealed that he had been pleased with the way he played and was delighted the manager had recognised his efforts. So have a quick look at Albanis. His form is, well, not his form, but his training, his stats have dropped. But apart from leadership. But he has been playing pretty well of late. Scored 2 goals, 2 man of the match awards. He's done better than he's done in his previous 2 seasons. But hopefully he can grab some assists and some more goals. And as you can see here, we've now continued our unbeaten run. After obviously losing to Olympiacos in the first game, we're now 12 matches in a row without losing. And we've only conceded in 3 of those games. So we've kept 9 clean sheets so far this season. Much better defensive performance. I think it's helped having the 2 defensive midfielders in the position that they are. And it's finally here. It's the knockout round draw in the Europa League. Let's see who we're going to get. Right. Who are we going to get? Roma. Everton. No. Celtic. These are all the first teams. Salzburg. Panathinaikos at home. Sevilla. Oh, what a tough game that is going to be. Jesus. Panathinaikos draw Sevilla. Rangers have got Ajax. Rons versus Man City. Prague and Milan. Monaco and Celtic would be a good game. Everton and Werder, another good game there. Roma, Freiburg. Leipzig versus Spurs. PSV, Zenit. Olympique Marseille and Bayer. And Porto, Bilbao. Besiktas, Udinese. Some tough games in that. But we have probably got one of the toughest ones. Sevilla. Remember last time we played Bilbao, they spanked us 4-0 away from home. But we won the first leg 2-1. So hopefully we can repeat the same. If you haven't watched my On The Ball City save, then we did face Seville a couple of times. So please make sure you check that out. It was Football Manager 18, but it's still a classic. It's probably been one of my favourite series that I've done. So make sure you check that out. I'm going to come back for these 2 games here. We've got Atromitos at home, and then we've got AEK away. So hopefully we can get a couple of victories. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we can get a couple of victories there, and hopefully we can nick that top spot. And then the episode after that, potentially we'll have the Seville game, because the way the Greek League works is it splits off at the end. So it's really weird. Really, really weird league. But yeah, make sure you join in and you check out our next games against Atromitos and AEK, which could be a title deciding game. See you soon, guys.